we're unwinding and preparing ourselves for a new start. And we go around the table and we ask the kids and we ask my siblings, what are you grateful for today? What are you grateful? What happened this year that you're grateful for? One thing that I'm not necessarily grateful for, okay, and I have to maybe change my mindset with this, but like daylight savings time. Hola, hola, y bienvenidos a Chiquis and Chill. Guys, today is going to be a festive episode. We're going to be talking about pumpkin spice and everything nice. That's because fall is here, and that means it's time to cozy up around the fireplace or even a pumpkin spice latte, my fave. Today, I'm going to be sharing my fall favorites, including some of my favorite holiday memories. So get ready. This is Chiquis and Chill. This year, September 23rd, marked the very first day of fall, which means 2023 is starting to wind down. I really love fall. It just makes my heart feel warm. I don't know if it's the holidays or what, but it's just something about this time of year. And I wanted to share some of my fall favorites with you guys. So here we go. I think we should start with some of my favorite holiday traditions. For those of you who don't know, Thanksgiving is actually my very favorite holiday. But let's start with Halloween. I do decorate the house. Growing up, I didn't decorate because we grew up with the mindset of Halloween is a bad thing. Halloween es del diablo. You shouldn't dress up, especially anything scary. Don't watch scary movies. Anything scary was like The Exorcist and all that stuff is out of the window because it comes from the devil. That's really what I grew up thinking because my family was very, very Christian, which is great, fine, you know, and we didn't really dress up. Growing up, we would dress up as Pippi Longstocking. My mom would dress us up as Pippi Longstocking. If you guys don't know who Pippi Longstocking is, go check it out. Probably aging myself, but whatever. It was one of my favorite costumes, and I think I want to do it. I really think I should do it as an adult. It'll just make my heart happy. I know Jackie would appreciate it too. My mom would dress us the same. But anyways, so now as I've gotten older, I've learned to love Halloween. I don't know. I just love it, you guys. I love going to all the, scary haunted mansions and Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm and Universal Studios. Like, I love all that stuff. Like, I love going to like the mazes and all that stuff. Last year, I had someone decorate for me and they did a lot of calaveras. And I like the calaveras for like Dia de los Muertos and stuff. But I don't really want that energy in the house. You know what I mean? I'm like all about energy and like furniture and feng shui and everything. So I don't think I'm doing that this year. But I do decorate. I love the pumpkins and the colors, especially orange and all the nice fall colors. It just makes me happy. And then the candles, you guys. Oh, I love the candles. Like the fall holiday candles are my favorite because you just walk into the house and it just makes you feel like the house is giving you a big hug. So all of that is part of like the decor. And then even like candies. I have like a little candy bowl, like all of the month of October for like Halloween. And just because, anyone walks in, you want to give them a little piece of candy. So I love the trick or treat. I love all of that. And I start decorating my house the end of September, early October. It all just depends on my schedule. But definitely I get the vibes going. Now that I have the liberty of like decorating my own house however I want, I definitely do it. I used to do it for my mom's house as well. She wasn't a huge Halloween person, but she would let me bring the mood, the festivities in the house. So she was totally fine with it. I love to dress up. I love it. What last year? Was it last year or the year before? I did Mystique. I love going all out. And this year is no exception. I can't wait for you guys to see my costume. I think you guys are going to be so surprised and I hope you love it as much as I do. Now that I'm getting older, I just love freaking Halloween. That with going to Disney and how they decorate. Oh, I love it, you guys. And yes, trick or treat. Love to trick or treat. I used to love it as a kid. Again, we weren't really allowed to dress up into anything scary or dress up at all some years, but my mom would take us trick or treating and I would take my siblings trick or treating. And it was something that I think they're never going to forget because I would go all out with their costumes as well. I'm like, okay, let's go pick out your costume and let's get you ready and put on your costume for school. And then after school, as soon as I pick you up, we'll go eat and then we're going to take you trick-or-treating. So now I want to do it more with my nieces and nephews, but they have to do it with their parents. One of my favorite things, you guys, about Halloween is carving pumpkins. I've done that. I've made it an activity since, years. Since the kids, I call them kids, but they're not like kids anymore. But since my siblings were younger, I'd make it like a thing. I'd be like, okay, let's go to the pumpkin patch and pick your pumpkin. And what do you want? You either want to paint it or you want to carve it. I always like to carve it. I like to get like down and dirty with it. And then I would like save the seeds and bake them. This year, there wasn't a lot of time, but whatever. I mean, I just think it's super fun. And I like painting them now. Before I used to carve them, but I love painting them too. So besides like carving and painting the pumpkins, of course, baking is always fun. Sometimes I'll just go and buy a pumpkin pie and make like cute little pumpkins out of it, like make little designs. Jenica's very good with the baking and the cookies and doing all those activities with my nieces and nephews. I need to get better at that. I'm not even going to lie, but I love it. Whenever I can spend time with the kids, with my siblings and with my nieces and nephews, I'll do it. That's when the baking starts. I feel like that's when I want to start baking. As soon as like October hits, I'm like, I want to make cookies. I want to make cocoa. I want to make champurrado. I want to start making everything just, all the caldos and the pozole. Oh my gosh, you guys, my pozole, you guys have to try it. That's what I love about Halloween. Halloween is just gets the mood started, you guys. Okay, so moving on to the best holiday ever, in my opinion, Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving, you guys. I can't even tell you how much I love it. Okay, so I just sent my siblings a message this morning asking them, what are we doing for Thanksgiving? Are we going to do it at my house? Because they all know Thanksgiving is like my shit. Like I love to cook everything. And then Jenica helps, of course. So we still have yet to figure out if we're going to do it here at my house or at my sister Jackie's house. But it's my favorite holiday because it's about family time. I feel like it's such a wholesome holiday where you get to unwind, get a day off of work, a day or two, and the kids are off, and you just spend time together, quality time, eating. Like, come on, what's better than eating whatever the heck you want and so much amazing food and sitting around and being lazy and watching your favorite movies with your family? Like, it's just, I don't know. And then it's a time to just say, okay, you should be grateful every single day. Have an attitude of gratitude every single day. But that is the day where you could say, God, thank you. You can stop and say, thank you that I have a job. Thank you that I have a roof over my head. Like, it just helps you just stop in your tracks and just be grateful. And I think that's why it's my favorite holiday. And we go around the table and we ask the kids and we ask my siblings, what are you grateful for today? What are you grateful? What happened this year that you're grateful for? What are you grateful for next year? Even things that haven't happened. What are you got to like speak it into existence, And we do that. And I think that's such a beautiful tradition to just sit around the table and cook. I want to cook for my family and cook for my nieces and nephews. And that makes me so happy. It brings my heart so much joy. I can't wait, to be honest. But I love to cook the turkey. Last year I baked one and fried one. I think this year I might do the same. I don't know yet. I don't know exactly who's coming over because last year we had a huge Thanksgiving. We had Emilio's family over, my family. It was huge. So that's why I had to make 2 turkeys. But I love to make the mashed potatoes and the mac and cheese. I think I'm going to do truffle mac and cheese this year. Ooh, anything truffle, you guys, is my shit. I love truffle. And then Jenica does like the stuffing usually, and Jackie will do the greens. She likes doing like asparagus or like spinach. We don't know yet exactly what we're going to do, but that's kind of how we divide it. I make like the main courses and then they do like the sides. They make the sides and we help each other. I think one of my favorite memories of Thanksgiving, I want to say, of course, when my mom was here, she knew it was my favorite holiday. So it was just being at my grandma's house. We spent Thanksgiving at my grandma's house. And usually we didn't have a turkey. One of my aunts would make it, but my grandma would always make tamales. So it was always just really nice to spend time with my family. And we were at my grandma's house and we would play cards and everyone would just sit around and, play either loteria or they would love to play like blackjack and el tomatodo and all that stuff. So those are cool memories, cool things that now I like to do with my family. So we're going to play loteria for sure this year. And I use the beans. I'm like, here, hold your place with the bean. So the beans come in handy. I was kind of thinking that maybe I should be a little on the healthier side this year with cooking because my goodness, the amount of butter that is used for Thanksgiving dinner is insane, you guys. I love butter. And especially on Thanksgiving, I love butter. Butter in all of it, in everything. The more butter, the better. And I thought, okay, can I lighten it up a little bit this year? But I'm like, no, I don't think I can. I just feel like that's what Thanksgiving is for. It's like, I'm going to just fat ass it this year, or this day. And then it's okay. The next day you can just have more protein. So I thought about it, but that thought came and left because Thanksgiving is it's my favorite. This year, I am grateful for so many things, you guys. I can't even begin to tell you. I am grateful that my siblings are fine. I pray every single day for my siblings, for their children, for their homes. I'm glad to see that they are doing well, all of them, in their own power, doing their thing. I'm just so grateful for that. I'm grateful that Emilio and I are in a good place. We had a little rough patch, you guys, but we're good. We got through it. I think we're both very intentional about talking, communicating, and being very honest with each other. So I'm grateful for that. I have a partner that listens to me and cares about my feelings. So I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful for Pancho, you guys, my Panchito hermoso. And of course, Ryu. He's the best cuddle buddy, you guys. They're both amazing. So I'm grateful that I was able to spend some time with Jenica too. She moved in for a little bit and now, she's going to be leaving, but I'm happy and grateful that she has her house and that she's worked hard and is now getting her house built. So it makes me so happy, but I'm so happy that she was living here for a little bit with me. It makes my heart so, I don't know. It makes it smile. It makes my heart smile. I'm grateful that work is going amazing. I can't complain. I had a lot of sold out shows. If not all of my shows this year were pretty much sold out, you guys, 95%, if not sold out. So that is just something we've worked so hard for, my manager, Richard, and I. So it's just my entire team, really. I'm grateful for my entire team. There's so much to be grateful for. There really is. So I'm definitely saying thank you to the Lord and getting on my knees on Thanksgiving Day and saying, thank you, God. And I'm also very thankful for the lumps on my breasts came out negative. We are good, nothing to worry about. So that's a huge thing. And that's another thing that I'm like, okay, thank goodness I went to the doctor. And that's why I'm telling you guys, it's important. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So you guys make sure you get your checkups, okay, every year, annually. So I'm grateful that we're good there. And one thing that I'm not looking forward to that I'm not necessarily grateful for. Okay. And I have to maybe change my mindset with this, but like daylight savings time, you guys, like I don't know. Having to move our clocks back an hour is just like, I don't know. I'm like, it's not something I look forward to. It really isn't. If any of you guys have suggestions as to how I can see that differently, please help me. Because the way I see it, and maybe I'm being negative, I'm just like, I'm losing an hour of sleep. So you guys, if you have any suggestions or anything that I can do, please help me, because that's something that I'm like, dude, if we can just stop that forever, I'd be totally fine with that. But one thing I am looking forward to is pulling out all of my fall clothes. I love the boots. I love the long socks. I love the sweater dresses, the scarves, the beanies, you guys. The boots. I love thigh-high boots, you guys, so much. I love layering. I thought that I loved fall because I've always been like, a curvy girl. And I thought, okay, do I love fall because I get to cover up and I don't have to worry about like wearing bikinis and shit like that? But no, I just love fall. I love the colors. I love that everything is like neutral. And I'm so excited about changing my nail colors. Like I'm going to do like, the dark reds, the burgundies, the black. I can bring in the black, the browns, you guys. I'm so excited. I love that because I love changing my nails every week. So I feel like now I can do all the dark colors because during summer, I am bright as heck. I will do all the neons, but the fall is like my absolute favorite. So I'm super, super, super looking forward to that. And of course, my candles, because I love anything that's cinnamon, anything that's vanilla, apple spice, all that stuff. You will see them in my house. I love candles all year round, but especially the fall ones are the best. So my little thing is I love going to Hobby Lobby. They have great sales on candles, and Home Goods too. You guys have great, great deals on candles. And if you go in Target to the very, very back where a lot of people don't go, they have candles there that may be like, oh, they're a little bit cracked or, it's missing a lid or whatever. Dude, I'm all about that because I have a candle everywhere. Just make sure you turn them off. That's one thing that Emilio gets mad at. He's like, don't leave it on when we leave the house. Because I'm like, well, I want it to smell good when I get home. So just make sure you guys turn them off. Be safe. Okay. Put them in like a safe place. But I'm all about candles, all of it. So I am like, oh, even those like little plugins, you guys, they have the cinnamon ones. Oh my gosh. My fave. I put them in the restroom. Oh, and now, I don't know if you guys use Poopery, but I love Poopery. And now they have a fall one. I just ordered it. So I should be getting it soon. And it's a fall one. It's a new one, you guys. So if you guys like Poopery, like I would definitely like recommend that one. And of course, talking about fall and talking about nails and all that stuff, I have been thinking heavily on changing my hair color. I love being blonde, especially during the summer, of course. But you guys, it is trashing my hair. And I think because of all the traveling and the heat that my hair requires for my shows and stuff, back to back, my hair is just not what it used to be. But I love the blonde. So I've been having this discussion with Tony Wonderhands, my colorist and hairstylist. And he thinks I should stay blonde because he's like, that's like your signature blonde. The girls on TikTok love it, he says. But I'm like, oh my God, I don't know. I think I want to go dark. I have some inspiration pictures. I want to do like a nice deep brown with a little bit of highlights. But he's also suggesting I should probably leave my hair as is, but add more browns into it, some lowlights. But I don't know. I don't know what to do, you guys. But this is the time. If I'm going to do it, I feel like, okay, now is the time. And I have until like February to change it again. I feel like I need my hair to get healthier and not worry about retouching the blonde so much. So we're figuring out a plan for my hair because it is a huge topic of conversation right now. And I'm doing a lot of masks, but I definitely feel it. The good thing is I have a lot of hair growth because I'm always all up on my vitamins. So you guys make sure you drink your vitamins, especially during the fall and the winter, you guys, because that's when it starts getting cold and everyone starts getting sick. So double up on your vitamin C and drink your vitamin D. Everyone wants to forget vitamin D, especially during this time when it starts getting cold. We don't have a lot of sun, so you need to replenish with vitamin D. Okay, that's just like my big sister talk. But anyways, drink your biotin because the good thing is I have hair growth. So my hair is growing and it's not falling out, but it's breaking because of the blonde. So send me your comments, you guys. Let me know what I should do with my hair because I'm so conflicted. Because I love the blonde, but then my hair needs a break. I don't know. And now that we're talking about vitamins and all that stuff, let me just tell you guys and remind you that you have to still wear your SPF. Even if the sun is not out, even if it's raining outside, it is important to still wear your SPF, you guys, because the sun is still out, underneath or above, should I say, all of those clouds. You should still wear your SPF and also moisturize because we all tend to get a little bit more dry, a little on the drier side during fall and winter. So make sure you're moisturizing and you're masking, okay? Vitamin C mask, from Be Flawless Skin, highly recommend because it is a mask and it's also exfoliating at the same time to remove all those dried skin cells from your face, from your cara. This is my big sister stuff and advice that I wanted to give you guys. So that's that, you guys. I mean, this is my episode and all my fall favorites. I love fall. I say it all the time, but I wanted to say it here. And hopefully we share the same stuff, the same gustos, the same interests. It does sound better in Spanish, but I don't know. I think that this is the time, you guys. Fall is a time where everything like the dust is settling. And I use the fall to kind of prepare myself, obviously, for next year. I'm going to start doing the deep cleaning, the decluttering now so that I can start my year off super fresh. I want to donate. This is a time where I'm like, okay, a lot of people need clothes. A lot of people need blankets. I love to donate, so I'm going to go do that. I feel like this is the time to say, okay, this is what my year looked like. And now I want to give back in some way, whatever that means to you, in any way that you can give back. I feel like this is the time. This is when people are in need. If you have someone at work, someone that you know that is in need of help, even if it's $100, $50 gift card to a grocery store for gas, this is the time to do it. I think this is the time to give back. So That's what I do. And I like to use this time to declutter and prepare myself for the next year and start looking at my vision board and what I want to change and remove and what I want to add. So fall is beautiful. Everything is unwinding and we're able to just take a deep breath and know that everything's going to be okay. That's how I see it. Honestly, like I'm looking forward to sitting on my couch with like a cafecito, un chocolate caliente, chilling with my soxies, my PJs, my blanket, watching my favorite show and just saying, thank you, God. Thank you for this year. It's almost coming to an end and I'm ready for next year. And show me and help me feel and think about the things that I could get better at, things that I can change, things that I can start, something new. We're unwinding and preparing ourselves for a new start. This is how it happens. This is when it starts, you guys. So I hope you guys feel the same way. If not, then it's cool. Maybe this is a good indication for you to maybe try something different and do something different this year. Hope you guys learned a little bit, about me and what inspires me and what I do. And hopefully it helps you guys. I don't know. Fall just feels like a season of gratitude and there's just so much to be thankful for, you guys. And you guys, I say this all the time, but I'm super thankful for each and every one of you who supports my podcast and my music career. I love you guys so much. I thank God for you guys all the time. I don't just say that. Like this is the truth. You guys are a huge part of what I'm doing and where I'm going and how far I've come. It's your support and thank you. With the podcasts, we are on our second season and I'm praying that we have a third season and I'm just grateful. I'm thankful for all of you that have listened to it and take my advice and send in your questions and hear me and love to hear me. You guys, I don't take that lightly. I really don't. So I'm grateful for you. Definitely. And I do have a quote for this episode. You guys know I always leave you with a motivational quote. So cue the music. Fall is proof that change is beautiful. This quote just wrapped it all up, you guys. That's what I've been trying to say through the whole episode. Fall is proof that change is beautiful. Change is beautiful. Don't be scared of change, you guys. Change is a good thing. It's uncomfortable. It can hurt a little bit. Growing pains are painful, but it's beautiful at the end of the day. If you learn the lesson that you're meant to learn, change is a beautiful thing and it prepares you, obviously, for what's to come. So fall, thank you. I'm so looking forward to everything fall for Christmas, for the new year. Let's prepare ourselves and send good energy to 2024, you guys, because good things are coming. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for listening again. Los amo, los quiero de verdad, de corazón. Y que Dios bendiga cada paso que tomemos desde ahorita hasta el fin del año. Okay? All right, you guys. I love you so much. Besos. Do you need advice on love, relationships, health, y más? I'm so excited to share with you that my Chiquis and Chill podcast will have an extra episode drop each week. I'll be answering all your questions. Just leave me a voice message con todas tus preguntas y yo te las voy a contestar personalmente. All you have to do is go to speakpipe.com/Chiquis and Chill podcast and record your questions. I can't wait to hear from you. This is a production of iHeartRadio and the My Cultura Podcast Network. Follow us on Instagram at My Cultura Podcast and follow me, Chiquis, that's CHIQUIS. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite podcast, and check us out on YouTube.